Hey folks, it's been a long time, hasn't it, since I sat in this chair, and even a longer time since I did an update while sitting in this chair. Now, for those of you who haven't noticed this thing on my face, what that is a pressure bandage. And what this update is about is why I'm wearing a pressure bandage on my face and why I haven't done one of these updates really since the Kickstarter closed. So, for the guys and gals who are listening to this update, hoping for a bit of game info, not today. Unfortunately, this update is just about me. But the reason I'm giving it is actually because over the last, 6 months, there have been a number of people who have asked on our forums, hey, why hasn't Mark, done any interviews? Why hasn't he done any updates? Where has he been? This is why I haven't done as many. Frankly, the Game Breaker one I did with Gary just a week ago was the first bit of on-camera work I've done in many months. As to the story, well, you guys already know that a number of months ago I went to the Middle East. When I came back from the Middle East, I went on vacation. During that vacation, unfortunately, a biopsy I had right before I left for vacation had come back positive for basal cell skin cancer. Now, for those who don't know what it is, it's not life-threatening. It's not something like, oh my God, he's never going to finish the game. What it is if you're going to get cancer, this is the one to get. So, as unfortunate it is, that I even have to go through this, I am, thanking my lucky stars that it wasn't worse. Why I'm choosing to talk about it now? When I had the first diagnosis, when this was back during the summer, I frankly thought that, hey, they got one and that's all there was going to be. And for those of you who've followed my career, I've been a pretty private person about this sort of stuff. I mean, I don't update Facebook very often. I don't post pictures of the house or the family or anything like that. I don't like to talk about that stuff. And frankly, I just figured that I would have this one operation and that would be it. Unfortunately, after the surgery, I pointed out a couple other spots to the surgeon. He took a biopsy and they came back positive as well. So after putting it off for a little bit and then going to the surgeon yesterday, I am now, hopefully, skin cancer free, though not again, pressure bandage free. So that's the first reason that I decided to tell you guys. It's happened. It's going to probably happen again, realistically, over the next couple of years. And I don't want to end up not talking to you folks directly, nor do I want to keep hiding it. So I thought, hey, now's a good time since it's happened. And once I take this off and once I take off the bandages underneath, there'll probably be a little scarring. And before anyone asks, hey, how come Mark has scars now? I figured, hey, let's talk about it. The other reason is Hugh Jackman. Okay, Hugh is one of the coolest dudes on the planet. I mean, first of all, he's Wolverine. Then he can sing, he can dance, and he's Australian. So, a lot of good stuff. A few weeks ago, Hugh came out, I shouldn't say Hugh because I am not on a first name basis with him, but Hugh Jackman came out and said that he sort of has the same thing or has exactly the same thing, and he did a selfie. And I figured, heck, if Wolverine can do it, I can do it. So, that's really the two reasons. Over the next month, I hope to do more updates, certainly video updates. And over the next 2 years, I plan on doing more. So, the idea of not being able to do some for a while or having to hide it because, hey, I've got another pockmark somewhere is just not worth it to me. So that's it. I wanted to share my, once again, big bandage and tell you guys what's been going on, especially because a few of you had noticed and wondered why. Well, that was the reason, and fortunately, it is nothing at all life-threatening. It is nothing I expect any sympathy for. I've gotten a little mockery here the first time I came in with one of these bandages because that's okay. It is something that I have to deal with. It's not a big deal. It went great yesterday, though. One thing I will definitely say, and Hugh Jackman said the same thing: sunscreen. Man, oh man, do I wish that, even though I'm come from an age where nobody wore sunscreen. For those of you who are around my age, you might remember the whole put baby oil on your skin to get more tan. I do wish I had used it, but boy, I spent a lot of time outdoors playing basketball and being a lifeguard and all that, so I am sure I'll have others. But for those of you who are still at an age where it really matters and can, be a little more careful, same thing that Hugh Jackman said, use sunscreen. So that's it from here. Everything is going great. You've seen the updates we posted with the latest Piercing the Veil, and the backer tiers are almost probably another day from being ready from my perspective. The lore, the 7-part lore story for the TDD is almost done. The art team is doing some great stuff. Programming is also doing quite well. So it's all looking good, and hopefully next week, minus the big bandage, maybe I'll do another update. Thanks again, as always, for your support, and for those of you who are on the forums, I'll see you on the forums.